Jackson on first down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. And Cook has it left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And Jackson throwing once more. That's complete right around the 8.
Jackson's pass.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But
and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
Diablos 7, Bills nothing. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
It's 3rd down and 2 yards.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle made.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down.
Operating from the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson, and complete right side to Cook.
Jackson.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Mexico City.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Diablo.
On the option, it's Jackson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. They got his man complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one good for 37 yards. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Bills nothing. Tucker McCann set to.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. It's caught inside the 25. And he coughed it up. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
Give him 18 yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. An injured player on the field. Oh, boy, is that who I think it is? Yeah, that's Lamar Jackson. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On 2nd down, Cook. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he finds Cook. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th.
Mexico City.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Jackson will throw again. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Complete to Marquise Brown. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Diablo.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
The extra point.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, with every cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. It'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Jackson.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the... Sometimes they don't see the defender, and in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just 14 on that one, and a first down. Jackson going to run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
It's a gain of 5.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They run. Cook. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll run with Cook, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on. Cook, they'll try and run it. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
McCann's got it teed up.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They still can't get it. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
Bills nothing. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
At their 48-yard line.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. But gutsy call there. He exits the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Under pressure, they got him again.
Mahomes.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
48-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Cook, the ball carrier.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Gain of 10.
Play action. Now Jackson. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Jackson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
Like 22, he's coming, 22's coming,
Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's complete to John Ross. And out of bounds right around the 20. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up for, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
McCann's got it teed up.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Another day, another dollar, baby.
Tailback. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers.
On the carry.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
The ball carrier.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson and Waller taking it in over the middle.
Jackson.
The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by DJ Swearinger.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6.
The ball carrier.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'll try and run for it. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Yellow.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 8-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football. There, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
A first throw now for the backup Roethlisberger. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Watch twins. 8.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
At the 10-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Mexico City.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
22, back 22. Hey, man, watch the boot.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big.
McCann set to kick off.
And the Bills are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Go Mike 50, Mike 50. I got him.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
Roethlisberger's pass.
A big play there. 47 yards.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And this offense is running away with this one. Even though they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score.
Set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
And the punt team is out there. It's not 4th. And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. And that'll be incomplete, but remember, crazy situation here you don't see often. Not fourth down yet, so they will keep possession.
Well, folks, I guess just when you think you've seen it all, you see a fake punt in that situation. A little unorthodox, but the incompletion, and now it's second down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, 57, 57. Let's go.
Here's Kamara off the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, taller. It's 50. It's our time. It's our. Here we go. Finish the game. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. I got him.
On 3rd down, Ward got some room at the 30, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Yellow. There's a line, right? Single.
Kamara. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Man, that's trash.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And make them 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score.
Bills nothing. Tucker McCann.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the defense.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
19 at the 6-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on.
The offense will line up.
That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And certainly starting to appear that they might finally be about to suffer that first loss of the season. What a heck of a run through 3 months, though, but they trail big here.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They run. It's Kamara. And he loses the football a second time. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Rolling to his... And oh, it'll be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
On the ground, this is Kamara. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, Offer a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for our visitors, they move ever closer to the perfect